going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Rashid White Show. I'm still working on this name here. Uh, the last video I actually did on this specific channel was about 8 months ago. And when it comes to creativity, my brain, the right side of my brain is actually in the blender. All right, so basically what we're going to talk about here, as you actually can see with the thumbnail and the actual title, is that the DA's charges were actually accurate. And, people are going to be in an uproar about this when I say stuff like this. But I was one of the ones that actually, when I first saw the video, I was like, man, it's an older guy versus a younger guy. And there's actual statutes and there's laws on the books saying that, well, if a person's over 65 years old, he can actually respond with deadly force versus ordinary force. And I was talking to one of my friends today, and he's just like, I'm trying to explain this stuff for him, where the actual DA's perspective is actually coming from. We know and a lot of people are very frustrated with the district attorney because they've been letting a lot of criminals get off, in the sense, though they haven't really been prosecuting them. But this one over here is it's kind of dicey in a sense, though. So honestly, about me, I was on a jury trial before, and why I'm thinking the way I'm actually thinking was because it was a gun case. And I went in there, and it was like, okay, well, we're gonna be in and out of here in 3 days. I mean, he got caught trying to sneak a gun into the club, and it's an open and shut case. And boy, was I wrong. And we had to find the guy not guilty. So I want people to just really understand here just where I'm actually coming from here. So the person that actually stabbed the wannabe gangster there, I guess, I mean, that's the way he was acting. Because listen, all right, let's I don't want to get into any insults and everything, anything like that. But he was 61 years old. He was 61 years old. And in the New York State statute there, it's 65. So you had a case in Florida where there was two guys arguing in a movie theater, and the guy threw popcorn at him, and he actually turned around and he actually shot him. And that case went on for 8 years. And the person that actually shot the guy throwing popcorn at him was cleared of all the charges because he was over 65 years old. And you got to look at what can cause you like great death or great bodily harm. Now, I wanted to get into the video over here. Just bear with me. I'm surprised that I thought I had it up. I think I X'd out of everything. But let me share this video with you, and we can actually go break this stuff down. And because people are very, very emotional, and they're saying it's an actual stand your ground law. But he tried. There was no way he can actually retreat. So, like in New York State, you actually have to show that you can actually retreat, that you can actually flee the scene, and you need to be able to articulate this to the police. Now, we don't know what was actually said here, but let me get into the video here. Just bear with me. I'm apologizing. So unprofessional here and not prepared. I should have all this stuff ready to go. Windows. All right. So, of course, we know this is actually graphic content here. All right, so right there, he actually pushes him. That's not deadly force. Yes, they look at the, my friends are actually telling me, oh, well, that can actually kill him. But the probability is actually so small. So this is actually not going to cause him death or great bodily harm. He gets pushed. Now, there is a way he can actually get out of this one. So the thing is, we don't know what he's saying. You see somebody's actually trying to actually hold this guy back over here. And he's probably saying, hey, just mind your business here. All right, so one of the things, let's finish the video. So he takes him, he's gonna grab him somewhere. This is another assault right here, but again, this is not gonna cause him great death or bodily harm. He actually, over here, he stabs him once in the neck. So I'm just going by how the prosecution, the DA is actually looking at this here. You can't respond with deadly force versus ordinary force. So like, if you go up to a police officer, and this is what my boy was telling me here, he's like, oh, if somebody punches you, you can respond with deadly force. Well, if you go push a police officer, just push him and shoves him like that, he's not going to stick his gun out and fire on you, because they're trained in the use of force too. So you can't respond with deadly force versus ordinary force. And the two assaults on this on the bodega worker here was actually what do you call it? It was actually ordinary force, not deadly force. All right, let's finish the video. So they go off camera here. He gets stabbed 5 times. See, we don't know what's going off camera here. He has the knife. So probably one of the DAs actually looking at is okay, five stab wounds. So let's say if someone is actually coming at you with deadly force, and the whole objectivity is to actually stop the threat. So and you got to look at how you actually articulate things to the police. So what you actually say to the police and what you say in court, it has to match, or the DA is actually going to say, well, he's actually lying in a sense, though. So this is why you actually got to be quiet, remain silent, and you don't got to say anything to the police, and let your lawyer actually do all the talking, because this is a frantic situation. I know this guy is scared out of his mind. You can actually see the videos on what is it, World Star Hip Hop, and all the violence that's actually going on. And you see this type over here, in a sense. Those stereotypes actually exist for a reason, guys and girls, whoever's watching this over here. Stereotypes actually exist for a reason. So it's important not to become a part of that over here. This is another thing that's actually going to factor into the, this is going to definitely go to a jury case. I think a grand jury might even indict him on this, but we'll actually see what actually happens there. You have a lot of pushback from the mayor, and they're only saying that because it's midterms coming up, man. Don't listen to that dude, man. But let's get back into it, though. So first thing I want to say, de-escalate the situation. De-escalate. Listen, over a 50 cents or $1 bag of chips. Look at all the stuff that this man is going to have to go through now. He's going to have to hire lawyers. He went to Rikers Island. This is going to drag on for years and years and years and years and years. So de-escalation. It was over a bag of chips. And I even like one of my friends, I mean, he'll do deliveries and he'll say, oh, man, I mean, it's like a dime. They owe me a dime. And he'll go fight for that damn dime. And that's all ego driven, man. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Just give, you gotta give the chips. Just give them the chips. It's 50 cents or $1. You can look at it as theft. Hopefully the store has insurance. I mean, they have a camera right here, and you gotta look at you gotta read the people that you're actually fighting with. There's these women. A lot of these women are very violent. And they got simp-ass boyfriends, man. White knights, we would call them. That, I don't know why this... And I know he, in the beginning of the video, he actually snatched the chips from the woman right there. No need to actually do that and just say, hey, listen, just come back and pay me later. be nice. But this is bad on all parts. All right, so let's get into the trial. What can actually potentially happen at the trial? His credibility is actually going to be a major factor, because you're actually trying to convince the jury that, well, the DA is actually going to say that this, what he did, and the defense is going to, so he has a lengthy criminal record, and when juries actually hear this type of stuff, it's going to probably work against the person that unfortunately died. And especially when I was in the jury duty case that I actually had, it was a gun case, and the witnesses had a criminal record, a lengthy criminal record. And I mean, stories actually changing and everything. But I think this guy is going to be looked at, and he's I don't know his criminal past. More than likely, he's a bodega worker, and he has political support. So I don't know what the jury would actually think. But if I was on a jury panel, and I mean, hopefully the lawyer's actually smart enough to say, okay, yes, he's not 65 years old, but he's 61 years old. That doesn't qualify him as an elderly person. So he would have to be like, okay, I have some medical issues. We can see the guy is obese. And me, as a 43-year-old man, if Mike Tyson in his prime was to come at me and wants to fight me, I would need a weapon because he can cause me death or great bodily harm. So yes, I would have to actually use a weapon against him. I'm just surprised the DA, he was just strictly actually playing it by the book over here, man. I mean, he's actually right in terms of the charges, but I don't know what was actually said to the police. They go by the police reports, what he actually said, and we don't know. There's no audio here to actually speak of. So if I'm the bodega's workers lawyer, I would say, hey man, he said he was gonna kill me, and he's dragging me outside, or I have my boys outside to go beat your ass. Something of the sorts, man. But hopefully, the lawyers are actually smart. No audio. Then you have the witnesses. His girlfriend doesn't actually qualify as a credible witness because she's the one that actually caused most of the drama over here. All right, 13 minutes in. Wow. All right, we're gonna wrap this video up. And remember, de-escalate, escape, evade, man. That's the main key. And I wish, New York City, they would issue OC spray instead of, I mean, they make it really, really hard to actually protect yourself in this city. You can't even get OC spray. And it would have never actually went to this. All right, so we'll wrap the video up. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace out.